when they were detained outside Abuja, to the best of our knowledge, the police did not even bother to get a remand order. So they had already detained them beyond the conditional period. They now went to court seeking to legalize their illegality by obtaining a remand order to keep them. Now, when they got the remand order, the learned judge, Honorable Justice Nwite, ordered that they should be remanded in the custodial center. They took them to Kuje. Kuje rejected the minors. I need to put that on record. On the basis that by virtue of Section 35 of the Nigerian Correctional Service Act, juveniles or children, young offenders, cannot be detained in the conventional facility. They are supposed to be detained in juvenile centers or remand homes. Right now, they took, you know where they took them to? They took them to former SARS facility in Abuja. The same SARS that we are told has been abolished. They were not properly fed, as you can see from the video that we've also at the Federal High Court. They were deprived of their fundamental rights. Now, on the basis of law, this should never have happened. This should never have happened. Because there is now a very duplicitous, very deceitful attempt to say that this is a government that, is trying to prosecute people who were involved in violence or whatever. But what we are seeing is that this has more to do with criminalization of protests. Now, you arrested these individuals, and you also took those that are also minors, and also detained them. And by virtue of Section 15 of the Child Rights Act, you cannot try a child in the conventional court. It has to be either the family court or the juvenile court. And you cannot also detain a child or minors where adults are supposed to be detained. In fact, even the Administration of Criminal Justice Act, Section 451, says that in the prosecution or trial of children or minors, that it shall be as provided for under the Child Rights Act. So what was the basis for taking these children before the Federal High Court? To remand them in a manner that has brought embarrassment to the entire country, and to the point that some of them had to basically be rushed to the hospital. And this is 3 months after they were arrested.
So they've been
for 3 months. For 3 months.
Not even an adult.
For 3 months. Before they collapsed at the Federal High Court. These minors have been kept in custody for the last 3 months, Dr. Bati. Not properly fed, not properly clothed, their welfare not catered for, some of their parents and relatives not even having knowledge of where they were kept. So it took series of applications in court to even force them to file this charge. And look at the charge they are filing against them.
What do you recommend?
Several things must happen immediately. In the first place, yes, the Attorney General has said he's going to review the file. Was he not aware? Can the learned senior advocate of Nigeria, Fabemi Yeso, tell Nigeria that he's not aware, that he did not know that this charge was going to be filed? Yes, the police has prosecutorial powers. But when did the Nigerian police start prosecuting treason? It is usually in the Ministry of Justice. But this has now become a joke. A joke. And you look at what are they talking about? That they were protesting, some of them were carrying Russian flag, all sort of ridiculous things. And you are saying that children, that some of them are 13, 14, 15, they wanted to overthrow President Tinubu. So the president is so terrified by children. President Tinubu is so terrified that children were going to overthrow him, that they were going to wage treason against the federal government of Nigeria. This is an embarrassment.